Shalom, shalom. I want to start off this video by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of the great millstone that rule well and teach well while learning the truth 100% according to the Bible. I also want to say shalom to the elect, the 144,000 of men, prophets, servants, scattered abroad the four corners of the earth. And shalom to you, Akwatium, which are you few sisters out there that are sincere and your children. Shalom. And in today's video, I'm actually titled it, The MOTB is at the Door, because we're definitely living in a time of season of this major prophecy getting ready to come to pass, you know, and I'm actually be building this lesson off of this video that I got here that I'm actually allowed to show that was posted by the brother Arrows of Indignation, you know, and you basically got these devils behind the scene putting everything in place for this digital system, which is ultimately going to bring forward this MOTB. So, hey, we're definitely close, man. You know, then we see everything going on over there in the Middle East, tensions heating up between Israel, America, and Iran, which we know that's going to lead to the Battle of Armageddon. But we know that before World War III can reach the intensity level that is going to get to, that this RFID microchip has to be mandated worldwide, you see, and that's coming, man, very soon. So with that being said, I'm going to allow this video to play. You know, fair use under the 1976 Copyright Act. I'm not getting paid for this video. Fair use.
This is very important, and you need to watch this till the end. So Trump just signed a directive to accelerate 6G deployment, which will help operate implantable technologies.
Right? And you hear what it is the woman said just for the little bit of the video I did allow to play. And, you know, a lot of brothers already know about that memorandum that actually was released by the White House. You know, I believe it was December 19th, 2025, like at the end of 2025, they brought forward that memorandum, you know, about winning the 6G race. And in that article, you know, it goes into, you know, implantable technologies, which is going to be brought forward with this 6G system, which ultimately all of that is tied to the MOTB. That's why in 2 Corinthians 2:11, you know, which I'm going to go to that first, you know, through the Spirit. You know, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, right? This is 2 Corinthians 2 and verse 11, and I'll read it. It said, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." Yeah, we're not ignorant of this man's schemes, his tricks, his plots, right? His deception, because ultimately we know what he's setting up. We know what all of this stuff that these devils are doing, what it's going to lead to, which is going to lead to this hour of temptation, right? So we know that's coming, right? So, you know, I also have typed up on Google, right? What are implantable technologies? And what popped up on the AI overview is implantable technologies are devices or materials surgically or medically inserted into the human body, right? And that's exactly what they're going to do with this chip, man. They're going to surgically insert it in your right hand or in your forehead, under your skin, in your body, right? And what is it for? It says to monitor, and that's what they're going to be doing with this chip. They're going to be monitoring. They're going to be able to know what you're buying, what you're selling, what you're doing. They're going to be able to know all these things, man, because this is ultimately what these devils want to achieve, you know, having complete control over everything on planet Earth, right? That's part of their new world order, man, right? Everybody being microchipped, right? But we know that the Lord's elect are not going to take this implantable device, right? Now, the heathen and the majority of Jake, hey, they're going to take this thing, but the Lord's elect, they're not going to take it, right? As it tells you in the book of Romans, the 11th chapter, and I start at verse 4. It said, "But what saith the answer of Yahweh unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men," which that number 7 is just a complete number, which is the elect, "who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal." So yeah, the Lord's elect, they're not going to take this implantable device when it's, you know, brought forth, right? But the majority of these people of the world, hey, these people are going to line up to take it, man, right?
Which includes AI brain chips, known as Biological Interface System to Cortex. It was announced in December of 2025. It is a paper-thin, flexible silicone chip, and it looks like that. There's already research on security issues with this kind of tech. The 5 paramount security and privacy issues are authentication, access control, malicious behavior, encryption, and communication. Not only that, but there's studies of the risk to health and well-being from radio frequency radiation emitted by cell phones and other wireless devices. Because even when you get a new phone, it has a paper in there that you're supposed to read, and it tells you that you're not supposed to hold your phone to your face. because it is dangerous. And it's already dangerous with 5G, so just imagine when it's 6G. Some of the 20
right? And you hear what it is the woman said, and that's how you know that the MOTB is a physical device, man, right? Because she's talking about the radiation, and we know that, as it tells you in Revelation 16, that there's going to be a grievous sore upon those that take this charagma, man. They're going to have a visible sore wherever they receive this implantable device at, whether it's in their right hand or in their forehead, right? And we're going to grab that. Revelation 16, I started verse 2. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and a grievous sore upon the men which had the MOTB, and upon them which worshipped his image, right? And we're going to go to that word sore real quickly, right? So bear with me, right?
Strong's G 1668, Helkos.
Right? Helkos. And it goes into a wound, especially a wound producing a discharge or a pus. Yeah, and that's going to be around the area, you know, of the people that gets this implantable device. Wherever they get it inserted, there's going to be pus, you know, and things, you know, emitting from the injection site, because that's ultimately going to be, like I said, due to that radiation that's going to be pumping out of it, you know. So, yeah, you're going to be able to know who took this thing, man, right?
22nd, the White House orders federal agencies to free lower 7 gigahertz band for commercial 6G. Do y'all remember when the sickness was going around, and at the same time these towers were going up, and then a lot of people were getting sick? And if you look up the symptoms for radiation poisoning, it looked a lot like the symptoms that were appearing. Oh, and did I mention that they're wanting to do this without any studies being done of the safety risk? On top of that, Trump is now slamming banks over crypto bill holdup, urges Congress to pass Act ASAP. Because one day, and it looks like very soon in the future, everyone is going to get a mark. And that mark is going to be connected to your money. And it will be used to control whether you can buy or sell.
Yep. And you hear exactly what the woman is saying. And this is what the men of the Lord, starting out with the elder apostles and the elder bishops of the great millstone, have been warning about for decades, man. Right? This is what's coming, man. Right? And I'm actually go to the book of Habakkuk. Right? We're going to go to the 2nd chapter. Right? And I'll start at verse 1. It said, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And who are those that are standing upon their watch? Those are the prophets, the men of the Lord, right? And what are we doing? We're blowing the trumpet. We're warning you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We're warning you of what's coming, right? As it tells you in Ezekiel 3:17, you know, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. And that's what we're doing. We're warning you Israelites of what's coming, right? Verse 2, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables that he may run that readeth it. And the vision are going into the prophecies. The MOTB is a major part of prophecy. Verse 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, right? And we're at the time of the end. And that's why we see it speaking loud and clear. That's why we can see the writing on the wall of what's coming. Even people that are not in the truth can see that, hey, we're coming into the time where this chip is about to be mandated, right? At the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, right? Though it look like it's taking its time, because to the people in the world, they don't believe that this is coming. You know, the majority of Jake and Eve don't think that this devil, this so-called white man, is going to make it mandatory that you got to take an implantable device in order to buy and sell. These people don't believe that cash is about to be done away with. Hey, but it's coming, though, real soon. It says, and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry, man. You see, and we in the time and season of these prophecies not tarrying, man, right? We see Yahweh Shem Yahushai moving things quickly, man, right? So that's why I labeled today's video, you know, that, hey, this thing is at the door, man, because it's close. You know, any month, any day, any week, hey, the Lord can put the spirit on these devils to implement this thing, man, you know, and we know it's coming.
Or sale. Now, if we look at this patent right here, it's 060600. It's the cryptocurrency system using body activity data. Human body activity associated with the task provided to a user may be used in a mining process of a cryptocurrency system. A server may provide a task to a device of a user, which is communicatively coupled to the server. This sensor that people will have in them may sense body activity of the user. Then that body activity data may be generated based on the sensed body activity of the user. Then it will verify if your body activity data satisfies one or more conditions set by the cryptocurrency system and award cryptocurrency or pay you if your body activity data is verified. As in, if you do what they tell you to, you will get paid your cryptocurrency. So they're about to install this system that can run these things. Scientists want to use people as antennas to power 6G. So we will be the ones powering 6G. We're going to be used as antennas. And just like this patent says, the chips that are going to be implanted in people will be connected to this system. You will be used as an antenna, and they will be able to sense your body activity and reward you your money if you do what they tell you to do. And that is why he is urging Congress to pass this act. Because in order to control you, you have to get rid of actual money, and everybody has to have a...
Right? And that's what's coming, man. They're getting ready to do away with this dollar, man. Right? And it's all by design to bring forward this chip. And really, it's the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because this is all prophecy, man. This is all the counsel of the Lord. Right? So, hey, it's coming, man. Right? So let me go to Revelations, the 13th chapter. Right? And we'll start at verse 16. It said, and he, who is that he? Talking about these elites, those that want to establish this new world order, right? Starting off with the Rothschilds, the DuPonts, the Gettys, the Oppenheimers, right? These Edomites, these devils at the top, those that are ruling the earth for this short season, you know, the wicked. And he calls of all, because this is going to come upon all the world, right? Everywhere. This is going to be mandated in every country throughout the earth, man. Right? China, Russia, America, Europe, all of these countries are going to take on this system and make this mandatory in their countries. In order for people to buy and sell, you got to take this thing, right? And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, right, the charagma, in their right hands or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, you see. And that's what's going to get a lot of people right there, right? Because people won't be able to function in society, right? That's why this is called the hour of temptation, because so many people are going to take this thing, mainly of our people, so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Indians, is because they still got a heavy attachment to this world. You see, that's why the scriptures say to love not the world, which I'm going to go to that in 1 John chapter 2, right? In verse 15, it says, do not love the world. As the caption, it said, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world, right? You're not supposed to love these things, Jake. You know, the scriptures say in Micah 2:10, to arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with the sword of destruction. But a lot of our people that want to cleave on to Esau's system, they love the ways of Babylon the Great. Hey, when this devil tells them that in order for you to go out and buy and sell, or, you know, do whatever it is that these people love to do, hey, you're going to have to take this. A lot of Jake are going to fall weak, man. Right? And we just pray and hope, Yahweh Ratazah, that we be of the Lord's elect, that we don't take it. You see? It says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world. And that's going to be the reason a lot of people take this chip, right? The lust of the flesh, the pride of life, you know, and walking after their own ungodly desires, right? Wanting to please their wicked flesh, man. That's what's going to make a lot of Jake and Eve, you know, take this implantable device when it's mandatory, man, right? But ultimately, you know, if you take this implantable device, hey, you're going to be destroyed, man. Over here in this place, America, when this place is, you know, turned into a big lake of fire by the way of those thermonuclear missiles and the laser beams of the chariots that our Lord Yahweh Shai and the angels are going to shoot upon this place, right? You Israelites that take this implantable device, hey, the Lord is going to destroy you, man, right? Because there is a judgment for the people that take this thing, right? You ain't just going to take this and think you're going to ride off into the sunset and be happy. No, it's going to be short-lived, man, right? Revelations 14 and 9. And it says, doom for worshipers of the beast. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark, right, that MOTB, and his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. You see? And that's going to be a terrible judgment, man, right? And this is what's coming, you know, for those who take this MOTB. That's why we pray and hope, you know, that we're the Lord's elect, man, that we overcome this hour, because we know the Lord is going to be with the elect in this hour of testing that's coming. He's going to bring them through it, right? As it tells you right here, Revelation 3:10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. This is going to be a test, right? And the elect are going to be the ones to pass that test, man. The elect of Israel, the 1/3, right? And we want to be a part of that remnant, man. You know, who Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to give the will and the spirit to, you know, not take this thing, man, right? Because like I said, it's at the door, right? And a lot of you Israelites, you know, are about to see what the MOTB is, you know, because you got a lot of Israelite camps out here saying that the MOTB is sin, is sleeping with a white woman, and all type of other different bugged out things. But hey, you people are about to see that the MOTB is the micro C-hip, because hey, it's getting ready to come, man. So it ain't going to be no denying it real soon, man, right? That's why, as it tells you in Ezekiel 33, in verse 33, it said, and when this cometh to pass, what is it talking about? The prophecies. Lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet have been among them. And that's what you Jakes are about to see, man. All of you Israelites that are in denial of the MOTB being the microchip, hey, you people are going to see, man, because, hey, it's coming, right? You're not going to be able to deny it when it comes, you see? So with that being said, Lord's willing, I pray this video be edifying to you brothers and sisters out there that may come across it. With that being said, I'm going to end it off giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of the great millstone that rule well and teach well while learning truth 100% according to the Bible. Till the next time, I'm going to say, Kwam Yasharallah and Shalom to the Lord's elect. Shalom.